Well, Erica, happy to have you here, and this is exciting. Brand new exhibit opened very recently. Tell us more.
Thanks for having me. It's lovely to be here. So just last weekend, the Peabody Museum opened our second temporary exhibit that we've hosted since we reopened in 2024, and we're really excited about this one. It's called Taino Vive, and it's a traveling exhibit, so it's not entirely homegrown. It was originally curated by the Smithsonian Museum, and it's been traveling all over the United States, and we're really, really proud to host it here in Connecticut.
Yeah, so exciting.
So it covers the sort of the rich culture and history of indigenous peoples of the Caribbean. And they have a really wonderful, rich history that hasn't really been told, in part because historically people have assumed that most of the peoples that Christopher Columbus originally met were mostly exterminated, and that's entirely untrue. So it's a really strong history of resistance to colonialism and perseverance. And one of the reasons that we were really excited to host it here, of course, is because the greater New Haven community has a very rich culture of Caribbean folks, and we want this museum to be a place of meaning for everyone here. So we really hope that this exhibit in particular strikes a chord and gets a lot of people into the museum to see it.
I love it. And it just recently opened. How long can people come to see it?
It's here until the mid-June, so about the next 6 months.
Great.
It's also our first completely bilingual exhibit, so it's also in Spanish. And it was curated with work from the Smithsonian, but also objects of the Yale Peabody's collection. We have a really rich collection of Caribbean objects and cultural artifacts, and we had some guest curator help, so we included experts from Taino culture and I don't know, established a really rich collaboration with new partners. And so hopefully everyone will appreciate both the panels from the Smithsonian as well as the objects that our collaborators selected from our collection.
Yeah, it sounds very educational, and I'm sure so many people will enjoy coming to see it. And the Peabody recently was renovated. We know it took a few years. Was it a few years?
About 4.
Wow, and so back open since the spring of 2024.
March 2024, that's right.
How have things been going? Tell us about the new space if people haven't been back yet.
Oh my gosh, the space is amazing. We've increased the space by maybe 40% in terms of what we actually can exhibit. One of the greatest things that we've been able to do is make admission free, so we no longer charge admission for anyone. And that's really increased our visitorship and made us more accessible to a greater, a greater span of community.
Sure.
Yeah. We have a beautiful new Burke Hall that it looks entirely different than it did before. So it's a really big makeover.
Yeah, I think it's so exciting.
It is.
And it's in the same great place, of course. You can't miss what's the name of the dinosaur out front?
Oh,
I don't know. Triceratops?
No.
No, it's not.
I think it's a Torosaurus.
Oh, okay. It's some great dinosaur that you certainly cannot miss from the street view. So
I'm a botanist by training, so my dinosaur.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot. We'll have to look into that. But I love it. It's so hard to miss. You guys are a fantastic place to visit for kids and families alike. So you have a great event coming up in January. Quickly tell us about that.
Yeah, this is the 30th anniversary of us celebrating Martin Luther King Day. So we've had an MLK Day event for the past 30 years. This year, we're doing it a little differently. It's called a day of service and celebration. And it'll be an afternoon where we have invited all sorts of nonprofit organizations and advocacy groups from the greater New Haven area to come into the museum, put up some tables, and celebrate ways that we all can be more involved in our community.
Great. Well, we appreciate you stopping by, telling us about your brand new exhibit. Of course, if people would like to learn more, we just had your website up on screen, peabody.yale.edu. Yes. Thanks so much, as always.
Thank you.
All right, and we'll have the details for you over on WTNH.com. We'll be right back.